War Machine is a popular tutorial request. That is an understatement. You guys have been asking for War Machine ever since like Civil War, which was a movie that came out at the very beginning of this YouTube channel. What is going on, Drawing 2 crew? Ramny here with a brand new drawing tutorial for you guys, and today I'm finally going to bring you War Machine as he appears in Endgame. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be like his main armor or a different armor, but this is designated as Mark 6. So this is War Machine or Rhodey's 6th War Machine armor. On this channel, I make a lot of step-by-step drawing tutorials of your favorite fictional characters. So if you guys like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure to hit that notification bell as well. And don't forget to like this video afterwards. Endgame is coming out this week and I'm very excited because as this video gets released, I would have already seen Endgame, and that to me is very exciting. This is one of those like big events in nerd history, I think, and I'd love to know what you guys feel about Endgame. I'm sure many of you guys are looking forward to it. I'd love to know your thoughts on it. No spoilers for now if you guys are one of the lucky ones to get to watch it early on as well. I'm going to minimize and, block the people who spoil Endgame at the bottom, because Avengers demand your silence. All right, before you start, be sure to read the description of this video. Down there, you'll find a list of my drawing tools, some tips to succeed in your drawing as you're following this tutorial, how to make tutorial suggestions if you have any, and best of all, a link to a free coloring page that is based on this tutorial. And having said all of that, grab your drawing tools. Let's get started drawing War Machine. All right, you guys, let's get started with our War Machine tutorial. I've got my paper in landscape mode, as you guys can see. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to try my best to make this video as short as possible, but it might end up that I'm going to be talking really fast, so I apologize for that. And if you guys find that I'm going way too fast, make sure to just slow down the video at the bottom right. You guys will be able to find an option where you can slow down this video. And as you guys can see, I'm sort of dividing my paper into quarters. And I'm doing that just to, just to try to get some proportions right. So feel free to do that as well with your papers. All right, I'm catching my breath here. Let's go ahead and get started. I've got my pencil and I'm going to draw kind of just above this right here, up in this top left quadrant. I'm going to draw a circle about this big, with the side of it kind of touching the center line. So it's going to be just like that, okay? So about that much. And then I'm going to draw like a chin right around here. So this circle is going to be part of the head, and it's going to go down about like this. And you guys notice that the head itself it's tilted. It's not straight up and down. So you want to keep that in mind. As you also draw the chin, you might want to check and make sure that it is also tilted, slanted, and not, up or not parallel to these lines here. Okay. As I do that, I'm just going to create some jaw lines and then some sides of the face, and you just try your best to keep the face symmetrical. So these lines, try to make them the same angle this way and all that stuff. Okay, so there's the head, and right around here is where I'm going to have the shoulder. It's going to have some big shoulders. It's going to go from here and it's going to go up to here, right around there. Okay, so if you guys have an A4 size paper or 8.5 by 11, it's about this far from the edge here. And if I draw a curve to the line, that's how I want it. And then right here, there's going to be like this little curve, just like that. So here we go. Here's our shoulder right there. Might be a little too, no, actually it's fine the way it is. Okay, so now I'm going to go on this side and we'll do the same thing. So right around here, I'm going to have that shoulder coming down this way as well. Okay, and then right about from here, see this line here, about this far out, I'm going to start drawing the shoulder. And it's just going to be like this, and then a bit of a half circle right there. So it looks bulky. I think it might be too bulky, so we're going to shrink that down a little bit. It's just a matter of, getting the proportions right. But sometimes it's hard to find out the proportions until you draw the whole thing, so it's good to outline everything and then fix it as well. Okay, so right here, I'm finding that, you know, this might be a little too far. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slightly move it this way. So, you know what I mean? So that's also the difficulty in making these tutorials, is that it's hard. There's pressure on you to not make a mistake. And even though I've drawn this drawing like twice by this point, I'm still finding a hard time not making a mistake. Okay. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's draw 2 lines right here and here. Okay. And then hexagon, just like that. Okay, so that's just going to be a rough area, roughly where we want that hexagon to go. But what you want to do is you want to kind of draw this line until it sort of reaches the center of that hexagon. And same thing over here. Okay, and then as you reach that, that's when the body starts to shift inwards. Here's the reference photo I'm thinking. So here's that hexagon, and then here's the line that goes this way, and then that goes in. Okay, so same thing here. It goes down and sort of goes inward. And the same thing over here, kind of underneath the arm here. It's going to be a little bit wide. I'm going to cut off my drawing right here, by the way. So right around here is where we're going to have that go, and it's going to be covered partly by the arm, as you guys can see. There you go. Okay, so might have to draw this a little bit bigger. I'm finding that, you know, the bulk of the body looks good, but the helmet itself looks too small, so I'm adjusting it. And this is what I mean by, you know, figuring out the proportions as you go, as you draw. And that's just part of, you know, it doesn't make you a better or worse artist, but that's just part of getting an eye for it. And that's what you want as an artist, is getting an eye for the proportions and knowing if you've drawn it a little bit off and whatnot. Okay, so here we are. I'm still drawing this part right here, over here. Okay, so there you go. So you guys realize how big and bulky this looks. And if you look at it from there, it just looks like he's got huge arms. Like if you look at it from here, but then the arms shrink. The arms get smaller, so right around here, the arm goes this way. And over here, the arm goes this way. Okay, a little bit of the forearm coming out like that. Okay, he does have the cannon that goes behind him, so I'm going to draw parallel lines behind his head there. And I'm just going to draw like this for now. 2 lines like that. There we go. That is a rough idea of how to draw War Machine. Now let's go ahead and kind of zoom in and start drawing the details. And it's always good to have sharp pencils for this, because with a lot of details, you want to try to keep your lines as clean as possible. So always have a stash of sharp pencils. This is what I have on hand. Make sure I never run out of sharp pencils. And you guys can use, you know, those clicky pencils. You could do that as well. I'm not a fan of those. I still like the traditional pencil. So that's just preference, really. One is not better than the other. Okay, here we are. So we've got our circle. That circle is actually pretty important. What you want to do is you want to take the bottom of that circle and draw a parallel line to the chin, and that you want that to kind of be a little bit bigger than the chin itself, because what this actually is going to be the eyes. Okay, so you want to, this is the part that you kind of want to get right. So it's kind of in the center. And if I erase the bottom part here, draw this lightly in case, in case you make any mistakes. So you guys can see, I'm going to draw my eyes like this and like this. So about this far apart from each other, and it's flat in the top, diagonal here, and then it just goes across like this. Okay, so parallelogram, that's what it is. There you go. So there's the eyes. And along the eyes, we're going to draw 2 spots kind of here and here. Those are going to be like the cheekbones. I guess you could call it the cheekbones. And as you draw that, I'm going to go down here at the chin, and I'm going to kind of draw this same kind of shape of the eye upside down. Okay, there we are. And what we must do is we need to find this, draw this kind of a curve that goes like that, okay? So here and here. So this right here, you want to make sure that they kind of flow the same from the side of the eyes to the chin. Okay? Now, find the corner of the eyes here and here. I'm going to erase that circle now, and we're going to reshape the top of the head. Okay, this is going to go from here up, just like that. Once you reach the top, don't make this so round. It's a little bit flatter. It's going to look like this. Okay, so there you go. So we took this circle and we kind of made it more squarish with things that kind of look like corners. Okay, now back to the eye. Bring this outward, kind of parallel to this right here. Okay, and this one as well, parallel to this curve. And what you want to do is you kind of want to flatten this side, so it goes down like this, and you want to flatten this so it goes down like that. So it's not so round anymore. The top is a lot more flat. Okay, this is like the Iron Man and War Machine's helmets are pretty tricky to draw. And if you guys mess up on this, you know, don't be discouraged, because even I have difficulty with it. That's why I had to draw it like 2-3 times to make sure I got it right. Okay, now here and here on the other side, tiny little, kind of like where the ears would go, I guess, here and here, goes like that. This goes diagonal, diagonal, and sort of goes to this line that we did right here. Okay, so there and there. All right, take this line here and erase it. Take this line and erase it, because we need to make that smaller. So imagine this line kind of going through down to here. Goes like that, and then in like this. Okay, so this line right here, imagine it going down this way, and it goes like that. So if you guys did that right with the proportions nicely done, then you should have this shape right here. There you go. Okay, just fixing the eyes. Now let's draw the elements that make it look like War Machine. And I'm going to start right here with the chin, line up here. And then it goes down, but not reaching the edge, just there and there. Okay, draw a line from here up to the side like that. So running along the edge here. There you go. Okay, so you guys can see the shape of it. It sort of looks a little bit out of whack, and I might have to fix that a little bit later on. It's a little bit bigger on this side, but it's supposed to be like that. If you guys notice here, this corner and this corner, this one is slightly bigger. So that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, this isn't his mouth though. That's just the what separates the helmet from the chin. This is the actual mouth right here. Another line going through. Another frown. So it looks like a sad face. This one just goes like this again and then up. Okay, goes this way and up here, but I'm going to draw 2 lines over here and actually here as well. So you see the edge. There you go. And here as well, I'm just going to make that a little bit thicker, that line. There you go. So this is, like I said, it was kind of important to make sure that you have all the chin right, and this line right has to be centered in order for the face to look right. Okay? Now, I'm going to kind of draw a square from the tip of the eye up like this. Okay? Draw it lightly, because what you're going to do is you're actually going to erase those two lines and keep this line right here. Okay? Goes like that to about there, and then it moves up to the top. There you go. Okay, right here and here, what this does is it goes like this, and like this, and then it goes across. There you go. All right, let's draw a line right here. Sort of separates the front mask with the ear part. There you go. Okay, there's a line that goes like this on sides of the eye there. And then it dips like this and then goes to the side right there. There you go. Okay, and then follow this along until it goes there and there. Okay, erase that center line, but still keeping an eye out on where it's supposed to go. Okay, now there, or sorry, the tip of the eye here goes in like this, and it goes straight down here and here, and it goes to the side of the face here and here. There we go. So there is our War Machine face. That's just a matter of filling in those things. And yeah, that's pretty good right there, actually. So we're gonna keep it like that. Actually, before we go, there's a slight change I wanna make, and that's right here. I want to create a line from here going down to the corner. So you have this part of the mask. Okay, see this little triangle that we created? You want to do the same thing over here. That's it. Okay, and then this line goes this way, this way. All right, so there's the head, and that's not all. We have to keep going, so let's keep going. Now let's do the chest part. Okay, let's do the big strokes first, and those are going to be as follows. Start right here, and I'm going to kind of work my way from here, this corner here, all the way to this corner in a nice curve like this. And you do the same thing on this side, from here all the way to this corner right around here. So it creates like this thing around his collar. Okay, and then from here now we draw lines up towards his neck. And this is more of like a bend in the what would you call this? The armor of the metal, of the iron, titanium. Okay, now here we go. Here we've got we're drawing the neck part now. This goes this way, and then a little bit outward more, and then this kind of goes up to the neck like that. And same thing here, this goes up towards the neck part like this. Okay, right around here where the tip is, I draw a line like this, and then this goes up and then in, like that. Okay, and you'll see why in a minute. Actually, this goes like this. Okay. So again, let's keep drawing those broad strokes. Right around, trying to figure it out here and here. I'm going to keep those in mind because what we're going to do is we're going to draw a curve that goes like that. And then this, okay, from here, sort of goes up along the side here. Okay, on the other side, this goes this way. Leave it like that for now. Go on the other side. This goes this way. Leave it like that for now as well. 2 lines there. For the neck, I'm going to draw a line going across this way and then follow it up on the side here and on the side here as well. Okay, do it again from here going across. And then this goes closer to the edge here and here. So it creates like this sort of collar. And then inside is going to be rounded. So the actual neck piece is going to be round. So I'm going to double up that line. That's his neck right there. Okay, not bad, not bad. Okay, right here I'm going to draw a line going across. This is just a bend in the metal. And then the same thing over here, line from here going across, just going to this tip here. Okay, right around here I just want to create this 1, 2. This is like the silver part of his armor. And then this goes down, this goes down. There we go. Okay, right here is where I'm going to have his, if I zoom out, this right here, it's like this big, huge hole where his arm comes out. You don't see it much over here, it looks pretty much just a straight line. But this right here, let's replicate that. So about this far away from this curve here, about that far away, we're going to draw a curve all the way under the armpit, right around here. So that's right here. And let's just do a nice curve like that. Okay, and then just follow it up, going up like that. So there's our armpit part. Okay, so we'll draw this separately, we'll draw this separately. Let's focus on the chest for now. For the inside part of the chest, like once I figure out exactly where I want the arc reactor or whatever this is it an arc reactor in War Machine? Does it really? I don't think they mentioned it in the movies, but I'm going to assume it is. Okay, there you go. So I doubled up on those lines. Some exhaust ports or something like that, just rectangular ones right there. Okay, right here I'm going to draw another exhaust port and one more right here. Okay, now on this side I'm going to draw a line this way, going across like that. Okay, same thing here, so spot right here. Bring this up to the side like this. There you go. All right, so far so good. Now let's kind of draw this, don't know what to call it, but it's kind of like if you start over here and here, this part and this part, and kind of make this circle shape going down this way and this way. This is what I'm trying to draw right here. Okay, so that's that. So we take that, and then I'm going to bring this kind of sideways right here. Let me bring this back up like that, and then bring it to there. So from here, it sort of makes this zigzag like that. Okay, and then same thing over here. So find the spot here where it zigzags right there, and then connect the dots. There we go. Okay. Erase those lines and create like some faint lines going out like this. Bring this now, bring it down like that, and another exhaust port right here. And right here, don't really see much of it, but I'm just going to draw that exhaust port again on this side, just like that. Okay. Okay, let's go to this corner over here and bring it out parallel to this line here. This is where we have Lieutenant Colonel James Rhodes kind of engraved on or painted on. Okay, this goes down and into that little socket area there. Do that twice. And then I do the same thing over here on this side. So I'll make sure it's parallel here. Goes down and then up like that. Okay, do that again. There you go. Now this part right here is going to be gray, metallic gray. Okay, there and here as well. As a matter of fact, this actually goes, yeah, out like that. Okay, double up on this curve here and here. Draw a line, 2 lines going down the center. Same thing over here, 2 lines going down the center, outward. Okay, now I'm going to make this kind of a crescent shape. That goes that way, that goes this way, and then I do it again. That. Okay. I'm going to darken that inside there. There you go. Now I'll do the same thing on this side. So crescent shape, another crescent shape inside. Darken that part. And there we have it. Okay, so now we're going to continue. There's more stuff here. So 2 lines like that, and then this seam going down the side, and then more lines going like this. Right, and then right here, you see a little bit of this over here, and that's it. Okay. There's lines that go out this way and then down. There we go. So there's War Machine's torso. We could go a little bit deeper in with all the details here, but for the most part, that is it. Let me actually just draw. Okay, right here, I'm going to draw a line parallel, make a rectangle, and then go back. That. Okay, we'll do the same thing on this side. And then this goes this way, and then up, like that. Just drawing another exhaust port there. Here you barely see it, it's on this side. That's it. Okay, there you go. And then I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3 rectangles right here, and then I'll do the same thing on this side. one, and second one there. Barely see it. Okay, there you go. So there's our torso on our War Machine. Now let's work on this arm right here. It's the harder one of the two. Okay, I'm gonna find a spot here, and I'm just going to kind of outline from here, this tip, down towards the armpit area, right around here. And I'm just gonna create like this rounded shape. And then I'm going to erase right there. Okay, right here, there's going to be some mechanics in the armpit area that I'm going to simplify. Curve like this, and then curve like this. So it just sort of creates like this curve hook, I guess you could say. Okay, and then continue this going down, and then just below this point, and then just like that, and then just color that in. Okay, so you got this point right here. What you want to do is you want to draw a line from here, so it sort of goes diagonal upwards and then comes back down, and then sort of makes this nice curve right here, like that. Okay, a little bit of a sharper edge here. Okay, until you get to this point. Now this is the point where, okay, from here, that goes diagonal, and it sort of makes a step like that, and then another step up like this. So 1, 2, and third. Okay, let's go back to here, find a spot over here, and then sort of just makes this two lines that curve like that. Now this one, going back up here, this goes down to this point where you curve this line. Okay. Now let's go back over here. Follow along this right here. Okay, but right here we're going to kind of go outward like that, so it creates this shape. Okay, this is the silver part of his shoulder, where I'm drawing these two lines like that. Okay, and then the third one going through right here. Okay, this third one is going to go like that. And then this one is going to go like this. Okay. Drawing a line for the bicep now. Sort of goes like this. And then straight line here. This goes out and up. This goes this way and up, so that it looks layered. Okay, find the seam going down over here. Okay, now from here to here, two lines. Just beneath that right here, curve there, flat line here. This goes down and along the side, or along the bottom of the bicep there. Okay, this goes down, in, down, out like this. And then I'm going to draw two lines, just like that. Okay, I'm just going to have that go in like this. Okay, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to draw an outline here at the bottom. Like this. Okay, line going through right here. And then I'm going to create this U shape right there. That's an indent in the metal. Okay. Line, another line beside it. And this is just part of the gauntlet. We're not going to add too much detail to it. So you should have this little curve right here. Extend that going out this way, and then bring it in again like this. Curve like that. And then just connect them. Okay, and then over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line like this, and then into the bicep. Line across, and then like that. Line across, line across. Okay. Right along here, I'm just going to draw squares going down. All right, so now let's draw the decal that he's got on the side here. And actually, before we do that, notice that there's a bit of an indent right here, down, kind of running on the side here. Okay, and then there's another indentation right here. This looks to be a corner, goes like that, and then goes like this. I draw that lightly. Okay, so right around here is where the center is going to be. So here to here, here's the center. Okay, I'm going to draw a star starting with this V shape that looks like this. And then going across right here. So it looks like this letter A. There you go. Just connect those corners. You get that star. If you follow this line going straight up, and same thing with this one, you get the wings on the star. Okay, and then this goes that. Okay, back to the star, parallel line, and draw another one in the middle. There you go. Another star here. Another star here. I hope you guys are already familiar with how to draw stars. But that's what that looks like. And there should be one more on this side that we can see. So we only see part of a star on that side. Okay, so that's that for that arm. Let's draw the last arm now. This has been a pretty long tutorial already, but let's do the same thing. Find a spot right here. This goes in, just like that. Okay, and then we're going to divide this into the same 3, 1, 2, 3 right there. Okay, so here's our first one. This one goes like that. Okay, second one right here. Okay, here at the top you want to make sure that you got a bit of a, what do you call it, layering, and then this one goes up and this way. There you go. Okay, just following this as we did on the other side. That looks like that, and then some indenting on the metal there. Looks like that. Okay, there we go. And then I'm actually going to double up right here, and 1, 2 lines, and then third one right here. Right? Remember, this third one goes like that, and this one goes like this. There's a bit of a line here as well, and I'm going to shade that in. There we go. Okay, right here, this goes up and across. Okay, and then I outline it again. There you go. Down. Like that. Okay. Now, right here, this goes this way, down, across, and then this goes up. And I'm going to double up on these because the angle that we're seeing them, it's actually, you see the lip of it, you see the edge. Okay, here's that part of the arm that goes like that. There's a line that goes kind of down like this here, very faint. And then the rest of the arm goes down. You see a little bit of the forearm coming out over here. And then you see a little bit of the, just underneath the bicep part. Goes like that, and then like this. Okay, and then there you go. And then the forearm, see a little bit more on this side. Okay, good. So that's that, you guys. We do have the decal over here as well. So this goes up and it kind of goes out this way. And then this goes like that. And we don't really see the star part, but we do get to see the wings that come from the star, and it sort of comes out like this. Okay, so two lines parallel, line going across like that, and then that point, and then you do see a star on this side, and that's it. There you go. So that's pretty much it for War Machine, you guys. Let's actually do the very last thing, which is like the gatling gun that he has in the back. And I'm going to simplify that. Hopefully by now you guys have this shape right here. So let's take that and let's just make it straighter. Connect it to the body, of course. So you should have these lines and it should look like that. Okay, the gatling gun actually looks like it's like this triangular thing. If you were looking at it from the front, it actually looks like this, which is a very funny looking shape, and it's even more challenging to try to draw that. But we're gonna try. Okay, so here's the top. I'm going to draw a line across here, line across over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw that third part of the gatling gun, and it's going to kind of overlap this side right here. So this goes like this, and then it stops, goes like this. Okay, so there's this third part. Third part doesn't really touch this, but it overlaps this, and I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. So here's like the front part right here, and it goes like that. So the way, I don't know how to describe it, you guys. It just, that's what it looks like. Okay, so now I'm going to draw, erase this part out. So it looks like these L shapes, and then I'm going to take this one, goes down like that. So if I erase that part, you should have something that looks like this, and then continue this. Is that making sense? Like this right here is pointing towards us. There you go. Okay, and then right here I'm going to draw bit of a triangular shape like that, or a rectangular shape. This one's going to be a rectangular shape again. Goes all the way down. Actually, no, it stops right here. Draw another one. This goes all the way down like that. Okay. And then right here, there's the edge. And it goes down like that. Okay, and what you want to do here is a bunch of triangles backwards Z's, or Z if you live in other parts of the world. Okay. There you go. And then right here, start here, goes like that, and then across. And this, and then this way. And I apologize for not being able to teach you guys how to draw that, but you guys, here we are. Here is War Machine right there. And this is what it looks like. And this is my initial drawing of War Machine. When I tried to do it the first time, actually the second time, the first one was a fail. So as you guys can see, it's a little bit hard. It's a very complicated number of lines, but here we are. I hope you guys are successful in your drawings of War Machine. If you are, I'd love to see it. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. And that is all the time that we have for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in all the way to the very end. I hope you guys are very proud of your drawings. If you are, I would love to see them, so please head on over to the Google Plus community and to Instagram and post your artwork there and tag me so that I can see it as well. If you guys are ever curious about the equipment that I use to make my videos or to do my tutorials, I have a link to those in the description below, so be sure to check that out. If you feel like being extra generous, I have links in the description on different ways that you can help support this channel. Your contributions go a long way in ensuring that I can make content like this for free for you guys, so I appreciate your consideration. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial, it would help me a great deal if you, number one, liked this video, commented down below, and most especially if you shared this with your friends in your social media. And of course, speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Google+, and of course on my website, draw2.com, where you can download a free coloring page of the tutorial that's here on this video. Again, you guys, all of the links to all of those are in the description, so be sure to read it. Finally, thank you once again for watching. I will see you guys next time, and don't forget, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. Take care.